welcome back. This is HB Gaming, and today I'm going to start a new series. This is American Truck Simulator. I don't know if you guys have seen it or if you haven't. It's basically second chapter, I guess. Nothing has really changed, but European Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2. The graphics are a little better on it, and but the gameplay is pretty much the same. But this is a new profile I'm starting, and we'll call it that, HB1. Let's pick a face here. Let's see. Gotta find somebody that works. And either Peterbilt or Kenworth. We'll go with Peterbilt. And we gotta pick a company logo. Jackrabbit. There we go. And we'll call it HB Trucking Line. And there, mods. I already loaded these in beforehand, but this is a list of the mods that I've got running. Pretty much just changes, doesn't change the traffic, it just changes the way the traffic looks. Adds some more cars, adds some more trucks. We've got a weather mod. Sound, the highway patrol, all it does is changes the police in California. It changes the cruisers to more like what the actual highway patrol in California looks like, and then in Nevada it changes their cruisers to what the Nevada highway patrol looks like, or state patrol. So it doesn't change fines, doesn't change the amount of them. There's mods that do that. And then we've got a real billboards mod. Changes the trailer there, the color of it. Logos for machinery. Changes the gas stations, their actual names, instead of, like, I think it was BG or something like that instead of BP. And then the same thing with the truck traffic, and then here's a trailer that I added in. But it doesn't actually, nothing makes it easier to play. So, anyway, let me turn the music off here. Why it's audio. Here we go. We're not going to listen to the radio. Backup beeper, I think I'll turn off because that's annoying. And I've never, besides delivery trucks, semis don't have them, at least here in America they don't. So we're starting out in Fresno, I think it was, right? Yeah, Fresno. So this is the truck. Basically it's just a stock 579 Peterbilt. Whatever job you pick, it'll, depending on what job you take, it may change the truck anyway, or it will change the truck most likely. So we've got these jobs. We've got them listed by highest price to lowest price. You can list them by price per distance, that's per mile. how soon they expire, where they're out of, the destination, how far the route length is. When I get the as you raise in experience, you get, I guess, perks, you'd say. And one of them is being able to take out longer routes or longer trips. So you may go from Redding down to San Diego, 600-700 miles. So later on, I'll probably switch it to something else. But for the time being, the only thing I'm worried about right now is getting cash. So, and usually the more cash it is, the more experience you get as well. So, but we'll take a trip out of, I mean, we could, right now we don't have anything else discovered, so we can't pick a job from a different city. But once we get up to San Rafael, I'll be able to take jobs out of there. I'll be able to take jobs out of Sacramento, Stockton, and probably Oakdale if it's discovered as we drive past it. But so we'll be hauling water. It's 208 miles. So nice short little trip here. What's my current job? Oh, it's the beginning job, that's right. So for now, we're taking home accessories. Looks like it's basically just down the road, 50 miles. So I'll start it up. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't have a steering wheel. I've got a joystick, but I'd rather just, it will make it. Don't give you a whole lot of room. But we need to take a left out of here. Oh, I need to set up my keys real quick, actually, as well. Basically, the only thing I change is my indicators. And I do that on the mouse. And then I also set up, where is it at? The trailer brake. Which is right there. That way you can set the brake on the trailer, and there we go. Basically pivot it on the trailer itself. But got a truck for Walmart here. The trailer is. It's Walbert in the game, but it's basically Walmart. And the trailer says Walmart on it because of the mod that I've got. But speed limit's 55 through here. And if you haven't played this yet, you got to make sure that you watch the speed, because they only give you about 3 miles over. Anything past that, and you're gonna get a ticket if a cop sees you. But you can hear the sound difference. Well, whoa, holy cow. Exactly sure why I didn't want to turn there. Wasn't going that much faster, but the steering in the Kenworth and the Peterbilt is different, at least for the keyboard. I don't know if it is with the steering wheel or not, but now that we're in city limits, there was no speed limit change back there as far as a sign. It just, once you get inside of a city, it automatically changes, which, I don't know, none of the towns that I live around are like that, but for some reason it's that way in the game, so. But, nice cloudy skies back there, 86 degrees. And the brakes are pretty touchy on the keyboard as well. Sometimes it almost slams you dead stop from like 20, and then sometimes it wants to drift on you a little bit, but I don't know why it's like that necessarily. It doesn't seem to be, the game doesn't seem to be buggy or anything like that. I mean, there's a couple areas that I've seen that like cars will float off the ground and whatnot, but I'm sure they'll get it all worked out sooner than later. We've got a officer to our right there. There is a lot of cops. See one passing me on that side now. Which is kind of, I'm not sure what the percentage is of cop, or the police to a normal car, but it seems awfully high. I don't know if the state of California hired a lot of troopers or what the deal is, but you can see the AI, they'll stop for you for, it went yellow there, but sometimes they'll stop if you go out a little too far. Kind of your box of your truck impedes their recruitment agency we discovered there. Going a little too fast. Slow it down. Hopefully I can park the thing halfway decent. Most of the time I can, but every once in a while you get takes a couple times. With the keyboard, it's, I don't know, like I said, it's not like driving with a wheel. Keyboard's kind of a pain in the butt. Steering, you never know exactly where you're at. I probably should use my joystick, but I figure I'll get a wheel here pretty soon. Coming up on our destination here. As you can see, it just doesn't want to steer there for some reason. But with the steering wheel, you'd be able to turn that a lot faster. So, if you have the ability to get a steering wheel before you buy the game, or it's much easier. Wrong side there. Play with one, I'm sure, so. And there's basically Walmart. So you've got 3 different options. You can either park it wherever they tell you to, which will probably be most likely back here up against in the loading area. You can play it safe. They'll park you, maybe right here. It'll be fairly easy, and then basically you can skip it, but yeah, they'll put me back in the loading area there. So hopefully we can get this worked fairly quickly. just got some boxes or some milk crates there. Watch out for. Yeah, I'm not far enough forward, so let me start this again here. Just need to obviously I'm not a truck driver. Well, my dad was for a number of years, but either on the pull forward a little bit here. Overcompensated a little bit. Break the wheel, put on the brake. Alrighty. Get it eventually here. There we go. And we dropped off. So that was our first trip. 39 miles, took 2 hours, 3 minutes, 10 gallons of gas. And we got 80 experience. So we'll grab another one real quick. There's our headquarters. No trucks in sight. Obviously, it's just an old mechanic, like a truck mechanic or something. That's what this is for, to pull engines with and whatever else you may need to pull off the truck. So, take a look at the job market here. And there's the water one. So it's basically coming from Fresno to San Rafael. We've got an hour and 39 minutes to make the decision, basically. If we take the job right now, it automatically puts you where you need to be. If once you buy your own truck, you'll have to drive from wherever you dropped off to wherever the pickup is. So that's when this can become crucial. You got to figure that in, whether you've got the time to actually get there or not. But we'll take that one and get on the road here real quick so we don't have a 2-hour episode. So there's the water tank. We've got to make our way out that way. On key. Start it up, and driving a Kenworth this time. Which, like I said, it seems to, at least I notice it drives a little differently. I don't know if it's just me or not. It seems to. Oh, we gotta take a left out of here. for me that way, so I just need to wait for traffic to cool down. And you can increase the traffic. I don't know why you would necessarily want to, because a lot of times there's been times where I can't even get out of place, but we got to get over in our right lane here. And as you can see, the fuel economy is 2.7, 2.8. I need to slow down. Usually when you're driving on the freeway, that kicks up to about 6 to 7 miles per gallon. And you kick the cruise control on to make sure I stay below the speed limit there, or right at the speed limit. Another slightly cloudy day here in sunny California. A little after noon, and 86 degrees outside, so really nice weather for where I'm from. I actually live up in Washington, so right now I don't know what the weather is like down in California at the moment, but in the summer, it gets fairly hot up here, but not like it does in LA and Orange County down there, north of LA. Is that San Bernardino? Or no, I don't remember exactly. I've driven through that whole, or down the I-5 corridor a number of times, but passing a gas station on the right, another Walmart, which, if it is like it is in real life, they're just about everywhere. So you see on the jobs list, there's a cop right there. Quite a few jobs from Walmart, and you can see the logo on the sign there is Texaco. As it normally would be. I don't remember what Texaco or what they call it, but Chevron is like Chemron or something like that, and they just changed the names. They didn't want to deal with the licensing, I'm sure, so hopefully somebody comes out with one for the restaurants pretty soon. I haven't seen anything on that yet, but I'm sure they will. And I need to speed up. I just realized it's 55 now. Everybody and their brother behind me is probably off. Nice little smokestack there. I don't know if that's kind of refinery of some sort. Like I said, you can see the brakes are awfully touchy. I just barely tap on them and they pull out in front of this guy here and get on the freeway. Should be I-5, no, maybe. Thing the on-ramps are extremely short. So and the AI doesn't seem to really yield for you when you're getting on the freeway. In fact, most of the time when they're getting on the freeway, they'll stop down at the bottom of the on-ramp, so you got to make sure you watch out for that. A leisurely 3-hour drive in front of us, so set the cruise control there, and oh, this is 99, okay. Which used to be, before the freeway system came in, this is how you went from Canada down to Mexico. It's Highway 99. Used to be, way back in the day, it was called Military Road. In fact, some areas, see, it's still called that. It'll be 99 or Pacific Highway sometimes, and then it'll switch to Military Road, depending on the area you're in. But nice big old high voltage power lines over there. Ford pickup there too. It's the AI traffic pack mod that I put in. Normally it just has, I think there's 20 vehicles to start with. I think that adds another 28 or something like that. I'm not exactly positive. But if you want to know what mods I'm running, you can show them in the beginning there. You can either ask me, you know, there's a speed limit sign, 35. I don't know when I didn't see the speed change from 55 to 40, but now we're driving through Stockton here. And I'll need to get over why it stopped me. It almost seems like it doesn't want to drift. You know, you get down to like 5 miles an hour and you let off on the brake and it just continues to stop for whatever reason. Like I said, you can go 3 miles an hour over and they won't ticket you. Anything past that, and it's basically an instant fine. And there's all kinds of mods for it. I think it's $1,000 for speeding. There's mods that change it to 250, 400, 800, I think I've seen. So, I mean, if you feel you're getting ticketed quite often, and you will, yeah, I'm sure I will, maybe not this episode, but it's because the compression, I think it's 1 to 34 or something like that, is the ratio. So they compressed all the highways down. That's why if you sit there and watch the time of when I'm supposed to arrive, or where it says 2 hours, 19 minutes, that changes rapidly. But so you'll be driving along and all of a sudden it'll go from 55 to, like it did, 40 to 35 in just a matter of seconds. And that guy's gonna go on red. That's all right. Nobody's there anyway, so what in the world? And I think I saw somebody up a mod to be able to change the lights as well. Oh, there's the AI again. Just instead of going, I got out a little too far and it didn't like it, so it stopped. Need to watch my speed a little better. I keep looping over it. Cut that corner a little tight. You'll see you're basically on the freeway. You'll have to normally an on-ramp is 2 to 3 times that length. But got another 77 miles to go, it looks like. Now on I-5 north, coming into Sacramento. The speed changed to 40 there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the construction zone here. Ah, there it goes. And it dropped to 35 all of a sudden. Now it's back up to 55. It's almost like a speed trap here and there. If the Highway Patrol wasn't behind me, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I guess that's for all the other times I've been speeding. On our way. Hopefully he doesn't, stay there. I mean, you'd think with 35,000 pounds pushing me along that if I just tapped the brakes, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. And if I let off on them, it would just continue to roll, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to work that way. I don't know if that's something they can fix or they're planning on fixing or not. But you can see the speed limit's actually 35, but for truckers, like on the freeway, I believe down in I-5 down there is either, I think it's 65 or 70 in some areas at least. I know up here it's 60 and in other areas it's 70, but the trucks can do 60, but in the areas where it's 70 they can still only do 60. They're not allowed to increase, so I'm assuming it's the same way down in California. At least it appears to be. I don't like that mirror there. It helps, but just an annoyance to me. I'm sure you can hear my keyboard clicking. And maybe not, I don't know. Sometimes I can hear it in the video, sometimes I can't, but always making corrections to the wheel, so like I said, hopefully I can steering wheel here pretty soon. So I'm sure it's quite a bit more immersive. You have one versus not having it. Driving around on a keyboard certainly isn't like driving in real life. We're getting on I-80 here. There's the truck stopped. Oh, it's a bit... if the on-ramps were a little longer, I don't know when he's going to start taking off, but... Oh, I gotta wait. Is kind of weird. You know, you wouldn't normally do that unless they were metering the on-ramps, you know, with a light. San Rafael in a half a mile. Off on the next exit here and be there shortly. Those little chevrons there are kind of annoying to sit there and see. Well, it'd be nice if they would just get rid of the stuff. Great. Popped a bit short there on the rest of the hill. I'm out there anyway, so what the heck. Awfully long trailer that I'm hauling as well. I don't know how long. It's not more than 53 feet, but probably pretty close. Looks like it's just up there on the left side. Construction site, I'm sure. Nice clear day out. 78 degrees, it changed. Not great. I've got to turn around. Probably could have. I'll just go across and come back. Area up there. Whatever this is, looks like it's a mechanic, but I'm sure he's got a rest area there. Yeah, looks like it. We'll swing in here real quick and make a U-E. And get this delivered. Hopefully this parking is a little easier than the last one. I'm saying, as far as not knowing exactly where your steering wheel is. And this is a blind. Be pretty easy. It's backed in here for whatever they need the water for, I don't know, but whatever it is, maybe to keep down dust or whatnot. But that's that. So we got a steam achievement down there, company collector 2 of 15. And we're now a level 1 newbie. We'll be to level 2. Or I should say we were a level 1 newbie, but we'll be to level 2, probably two more trips. But made almost $4,000 and 195 experience. So, and the first one I like to take long distance. Since we've got I should say we've ranked up to level 1 newbie, but anyway, gives you that up to 400 miles. You can get the extra, anything longer than 250 miles, an extra 5% cash and extra 25% experience, which I believe is the highest of any of them. That's 18, 22, and 20. So I like to take this one first, just to get that extra experience bonus, which allows you to rank up everything else quicker. And then you can start taking the hazardous material, which allows you to obviously ship, explosives, flammable gas, flammable liquids. I believe that one is flammable solids. So obviously looks like metals that'll spontaneously combust. And then you got poisons and what is it? Corrosive substances, so acids, that sort of thing. Anyway, I like to take this first, so we'll apply that. And that is about that for the first episode. So I appreciate you riding along with me, and we'll see you in the next one.